Antonio Carter.
Antonio.
DB, safety. They got to label it as a safety on 3. Currently the second highest rated safety that's available. That's available in the transfer portal, mind you. Not the overall highest rated safety. I think he's a top 10 rated player that's still available in the portal. Not overall, but of what's available, he's a top 10 player that is available. Is set to visit Florida next week, I believe, Dave?
Yes.
Okay. And if you look at on 3, obviously these projections are a little bit old, but they have him favored to Ole Miss, and then coming in second is Kentucky. He's canceled his visit to Kentucky. Once Florida, LSU, and Notre Dame made an offer, he said, get those guys out of here. I know where I'm going. It's either going to be LSU, Notre Dame, or Florida. He kind of said that because LSU has produced great talent into the NFL. He's like, look, this is a business decision. I need to think of what's going to be best for me for my next step. Sadon Key, I believe is his name. Jalen Key. He is a safety. He is 100% being projected to Ole Miss. So if that's happening, he's the highest rated safety currently that's available. Then that tells me Ole Miss and Kentucky are out for Antonio Carter as well. He said in a recent interview that he was a big Florida fan growing up as a kid. I'm excited to hear that. That gets me fired up, and I think this kid coming in from Rhode Island probably would be a threat to be in that starting role, or if not fighting for it for sure. And something else to note is he's from Rhode Island, and I was talking to David with this earlier before the show started. This is the second a pretty high touted recruit coming out of Rhode Island. The first one was a Johnny Cornelius, who was an offensive tackle. You may not remember him. He was like the first kid that hit the portal, and people went absolutely nuts for this guy. 0 stars coming out of high school. Same thing with Carter. Cornelius ended up being a 4-star, 96 rating once he hit the portal. Carter is now a high-end 3-star. So I was talking with Dave. I was like, is Rhode Island just out here just producing just dogs? What's going on here? Or did the rest of the country just miss out on these two kids and drop the ball? But now he's a junior, Cornelius is, and Carter is a redshirt sophomore. So both those guys had 3 years, and maybe Rhode Island is just a little farm system for the rest of us, because to pluck two big dogs out of there is impressive. It's cool to see. But he'll be visiting coming up in the later days. So I'll pass it back to Dave, and then we'll kind of talk about that in just a minute.
Yeah, I thought you were going to hit that. I got that dog in him. I thought you were going to hit that button first, but we'll
got
go
that
with
dog.
There we go. There we go. That's what I like to hear. That's how we start the show off here. Yeah, he's played in 21 games. I mean, he's tallied 105 total tackles, 2 sacks, 5.5 tackles for loss, an interception, and 17 pass breakups and 3 forced fumbles. Got a couple of years of eligibility there too. So, I mean, he's one of the higher ranked kids in the transfer portal, especially, obviously with the Trey Amos situation, him going over there to Alabama. You need somebody, I guess, back there, somewhere in the backfield, wherever you want to put him. And this is a guy that does have that dog in him, like you said. And he is going to visit Florida, and he is an Orlando kid as well. So that factors in good for us. He'll be closer to home if he does come to Florida.
Yeah, he's from Orlando area, I think. That's where he's born and raised.
Yes, I mean, I like it. If you can scoop this guy out of the transfer portal, we got some other guys coming in this weekend to visit too as well. If you can scoop him up, I think he visits on the 15th. I think that's on a Monday. But I mean, doesn't matter, man.
I think it is Monday.
Get this guy. I would be, if you ever watch this guy's film, and just anybody out here watch the guy's film, it's awesome.